Hello guys, this is page 2 of the Russian Revolution book. The impacts of Witter's policies on Russia, 1892 to 1903. Russian economy and society. The emancipation of the serfs in 1861 did not resolve the problems of agricultural production by the end of the 19th century. This was evident with the famine of 1891 to 1892. Some developments to improve Russian economy occurred in the 1880s. The introduction of tariffs to encourage domestic buying of Russian goods was implemented in 1891. However, Russia was still behind Western Europe in terms of economic development. Impact of Sergei Witter and the Great Spurt, 1892 to 1903. The key goal of Sergei Witter, the Minister of Finance, was to strengthen Russia economically and maintain Russia's position as a great power. Witter knew that Russia suffered from the following problems in the late 19th century. More foreign investment was needed to develop Russia's economy. Russia needed a larger business class. Russia needed more peasants to move to the cities to work in the factories. Witter implemented the following policies to modernize the Russian economy. Government became more active in developing the economy. Great emphasis was placed on producing more coal, iron and steel. Loans were obtained from countries such as France. Taxes on peasants were increased to fund industrialization. The Trans-Siberian Railway was built to exploit Siberia economically. And in 1897, Witter introduced laws to restrict working hours to 11.5 a day for all workers. The successes and failures of Witter's policies. Successes. Coal and iron production increased in the 1890s. Industrial growth increased by 8% per year. Between 1897 and 1900, Russia received 144 million rubles in foreign investment. By 1903, the Trans-Siberian Railway was almost completed. Railway building across Russia was expanded. Large factories emerged in important cities such as St. Petersburg and Moscow. Cities grew rapidly. St. Petersburg's population grew from 1 million in 1890 to approximately 2 million in 1914. Resources in Siberia were increasingly exploited. Economic modernization allowed Russia to equip their armed forces with more sophisticated weaponry and compete as a world great power. Failures of Witter's reforms and policies. Living conditions in the cities for the working classes were very poor. More political opposition emerged against the Tsarist system of government. Strikes became more common in Russian cities. Increased taxes on peasants caused widespread anger. Witter's reforms did not result in Russia overtaking countries such as Germany economically. By 1913, industry contributed only 20% of national income, and only 18% of Russians lived in towns. Russia was in more debt than any other European country in 1914. In 1914, Russia owed 8 billion rubles. The Russian political system did not modernize, and educational opportunities remained limited for the majority. Russia was modernizing from a position that was further behind the economies of other countries.